Hello, welcome to another podcast of Master Investor. Glad to be here again with another valuable talk on money, business, and investing. Master Investor is more than an investment management company. Our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education. Made simple, we're looking for opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. On our website, you'll find tools and resources that will change your finances forever. Get started, take massive action. It's all about learning how to acquire knowledge and applying that into our lives, okay? Today, we have technology on our side so we can get wealthy much faster than years ago. Take advantage of everything that we have in front of us to build our wealth and ultimate freedom. That's what we're chasing, or we're attracting freedom, I should say. We are going to build assets that produce passive income so that we have total freedom, okay? And remember, it's all about building relationships and having the right connections, because business is all about people, and knowing how to deliver a product to a certain niche is gold. Knowing how to do that effectively through systems, using an email autoresponder, capture page, and a contract between the networks so that your company, our company, gets a percentage of every transaction, whether that is, an ongoing membership. It could be any type of product, whether it's digital or physical. Learn how to put networks together, how to get them to do business, and because you help that happen, you're going to build passive income. I'm going to show you how to do that exactly. We have an ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. We also have the 10 New Rules of Money. You can find it on Amazon, or you can go straight to our website. I'm going to drop the link below. Get them because it's going to help you on your finances in the way you approach money. And of course, it's going to teach you how to invest like the ultra wealthy. Today's theme is going to be called Why Having a Money Mindset is Key. I'm going to also add the link of this article that we published yesterday on our website. You're welcome to read it so that you get more informed about why having a money mindset is key to building wealth. Money is knowledge, and knowledge, not possessions, is what makes us wealthy, according to the first new money rule. Have we heard some express the desire to possess $1 million? Then wouldn't it be wealthy? Imagine someone hoping to win the lotto. They will then be said, right? Money and possessions alone does not make a person wealthy. It comes down to the mindset that determines the person's wealth. There are many people in the world who have made $1 million or won the lottery just to lose it all, of course. They are not longer wealthy. How come, you may ask? And it boils down to their mindset. Before they got all their money, they did not have the mindset of the wealthy. They did not know the rules, the new rules of money, and how to invest to grow their wealth. Okay, because if you have money saved up, you don't have financial education, then you cannot make that money work hard for you because you lack financial education. That's why financial education is key. Listening to podcasts like this one, reading our ebooks, and just investing on self-development will take us very far when it comes to building freedom, okay? Attracting success, because success is something that we attract, not something that we chase, okay? Same thing with the money. We don't chase money. Money chases us because we have assets and we tell money what to do. We are the masters of money, not the other way around. We're not a slave to money. We are the masters of money. And we tell money how to multiply. But we can only do that when we have financial education. Okay, so congratulations on getting started on your financial education. If this is the first time listening to a podcast like this, you're going to get a lot of value by the end of this talk. We're gonna learn exactly why having a money mindset is key. Okay. Fundamentally, it is because they don't comprehend how to become wealthy in the first place and what money actually is. Today, money is a currency. In fact, today, money is created with debt. Debt is money. Summary: to become wealthy, we need to have both financial acumen and a money-minded attitude. Those who are wealthy have undergone a mental transformation to change their perspective on money. The secret to wealth is knowing the difference between information and knowledge. A saved million. According to Yahoo Finance, 10% of retirees have funds of 1 million or more. And even while for some people that seems like a lofty objective, the truth is that saving up $1 million isn't actually all that difficult to do, especially if they start saving early. If a person starts saving 13% of their income at age 20 and estimate a 7% return annually over the course of their lifetime until age 63, according to the median income supplied by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they will be able to bank that $1 million. Remember that today good debtors are winners and savers are losers. Why? Because after August 15, 1971, money is created with debt. President Nixon separated the gold standard from the US dollar. Due to the fact that the United States was and it still is a nation that imports more than exports. So if we're giving our gold away to other nations because we're buying things from other countries, then we're giving the most valuable metal that exists, gold. Okay, so money became debt after 1971. That is why debt is tax-free legally. Today, money is debt. We must use debt or money to leverage ourselves to wealth. We encourage our partners to invest using debt and become comfortable being in good debt. The more good debt we have, the more wealth we control. Is this possible? That is a lot assuming, though, and it comes with a price. One reason is that savings rates are historically low and much below the 7% required to meet the saving targets. Additionally, the employee income expense models are wholly unrealistic. A case study. According to a Bankrate Commission poll of more than 1,000 households conducted in March 2017, 46% of Americans really save less than 5% of their income. Only 25% of survey participants reported saving 11% or more of their annual income, while 19% stated they save no money at all. But can the typical person genuinely achieve the saving targets required to become a millionaire? Think about how a 20-year-old who is a saver might spend the $2,288 median monthly salary that they need to save 13.35% of that salary. But can the typical person achieve that? That 20-year-old's monthly housing expense will be $632 if they pay the median rent in one of the 10 most affordable U.S. cities. They will need to spend $1,960 per month on basics alone after factoring in their typical electricity and internet bills of $300 and monthly federal taxes, $242 in average student loan payments, $202 in low-cost groceries, and $216 in average commuting expenditures. If they set aside $305 for savings, our 20-year-old would only have $22 available for discretionary expenditure, and that excludes costs for a telephone, clothing, or entertainment. It basically comes down to this. If starting at age 20, a person lives as cheaply as he or she can in one of the 10 most affordable cities in America, are more financially responsible than 99% of their age group, and don't have any unexpected expenses like health problems or car repairs, a person might eventually reach the point after 43 years of toil where they will have saved enough to be a millionaire. It doesn't really merit congratulatory remarks, does it? Because it is the mindset. They're savers, and they're saving something that is losing value every day. Even though they are millionaires, they don't know how to multiply that money. That's why investing in the 401k, mutual funds, all of that is fake assets. Even if they call them assets, you got to understand that an asset is something that literally puts money into our pocket or bank account in the form of positive cash flow, or aka passive income. Okay, if it doesn't do that, then it's a liability on our financial statements. Okay, so investing, if you will, you're not really investing, you're giving the money away into a 401k. It's not paying you anything at the end of the month. In fact, you're putting money into it every single month. So at that point, it's a liability because it's not giving you anything in return. Okay, so the most reside in states like Mississippi, Oklahoma, Kansas, or Alabama, if they want that $1 million to last till they statistically might finally pass away. While there's nothing wrong with those locations, a significant portion of the country is left out, and the majority of people don't want to leave the communities in which they have established a life in order to have a comfortable retirement. All of this serves to demonstrate universal truth. Wealth is not the result of money. It is a mindset. Instead of saving of money, we invest good debt, positive cash flow, and save money to create more wealth. So if you have saved capital, the first step is to acquire financial education so that you learn how to make that earned income that you work hard for become passive income. And the only way to do that is through financial education. If you don't have it, you're going to end up giving it to somebody else that is investing it in the stock market, which is not giving you passive income. If they do an okay job, you might get a capital gain, and you have to pay taxes on that capital gains. Okay, so unless you apply certain strategies to minimize taxes in certain scenarios when it comes to capital gains income. Okay, so here at Master Investor, we help everyone invest for passive income, because when we do, then we can also invest for capital gains income. But majority of people, they go into investments to get capital gains income. Therefore, they never reach infinite return on investment or ultimate freedom when we have constantly passive income coming into our pockets from our assets that we control. The key word is control. It's not really ownership, because when we invest with debt using the bank's money, OPM, or the people's money, then we are controlling assets. Okay, we don't care about the ownership of that building. We care about controlling the debt of the building and being the one that manages the entire investment. Okay, so we work on our business, not in our business. We have to put systems in place, because a sound business is a system of systems. The poor's mentality. Traditional assets no longer enable a person to become wealthy or financially secure. Just as all those uneducated investors whose homes and 401ks were destroyed during the previous Great Recession. Business, real estate, equity bonds, and commodities are all risky investments today, because they can go down at any time. That's why we explain that the more financial education we have, the better we can prepare for any type of economy, because we understand it goes up and down, and we diversify among the different asset classes that exist, so that we hedge for inflation and protect ourselves or our assets for any down economies. Any class could collapse at any time. Just consider what has occurred in the COVID era. That is why we also talk about diversifying among different asset classes to hedge for inflation and protect our wealth of bad economies. We know that the economy goes up and down. We are not here to predict the market. We are here to prepare for any type of market. It wasn't always like this. The conventional wisdom on money held true for earlier generations. The dollar was generally stable, making saving prudent. The value of homes increased gradually every year, and businesses provided for our retirement. We could depend on money because it was, in essence, money. It was backed up by gold, but not any longer. That is not longer the case. If we place our faith in such things, we will suffer greatly financially. The perspective of the poor is one of faith in the traditional financial laws. That's why I'm encourage everyone to get our ebook, The 10 New Rules of Money. It's a short one, has 40 pages long. It's going to give you the 10 most important rules of the game of money right now, today, okay, for the information age, for after 1971. This is what says the grounds to build wealth, okay? Once you read that one, go get the other one, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet. Get both of them, because the first one you can read it in 1 week. I mean, less than 1 week, 3 days. And How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. And that one has over 500 pages of financial education with steps to help you start building passive income or scale your existing business, or simply acquire a different business to scale your asset column, okay? It's going to give you access to a financial statement where we can download it into our computers and fill it in so that we know exactly where we are financially today, and it gives us an insight on how to read financial statements, which that's the foundation of true wealth. Let's continue. The wealthy's mentality, right? The wealthy's mentality. So the wealthy have a distinct perspective for money. We are aware that there are new financial regulations and that the previous ones are no longer valid. The wealthy, on the other hand, have a money mindset and are aware that savers are losers, and that the size of our wealth is correlated with the velocity of our money, contrary to what the poor believe. Whereas the wealthy are aware that our main home is not an asset, the poor believe that their main home is one. The wealthy are aware that the financial education is actually much more crucial than what the poor believe, that we need a decent financial education in order to be wealthy. How the mind functions. There are powerful stories that will transform our financial life by learning top reasons some rich people go broke. And it boils down to lack of financial education. If somebody has money and they go broke, use this framework, because we have to understand how did they got rich, or how did they get that money to call themselves rich. Use this framework for understanding how the mind functions. BEAR, BEAR. A memorable acronym stands for B, believes, the underlying ideas that guide all we do. Nearly all these are unconscious. Our beliefs serves as the foundation for how we think and behave. However, our beliefs are merely our judgments of what we hold to be true. They are not facts. Our behavior is heavily influenced by these opinions. Excuses. E. Excuses, the statements we make that are based on our convictions, like I don't have enough time, for example. No matter how incorrect or inaccurate the idea are, excuses create a cycle that return us to them, and we rely on our built-in excuses based on our beliefs to keep us rooted in the same bad habits. A. Actions. The choices we make dependent on our justifications and beliefs. With enough time, justification result in poor judgments, which we then act upon. Yes, in action counts as action. R. Results, the logical conclusions of our activities, justifications, and beliefs, the proper punishment. If we want to improve our results, we must change our beliefs, because doing so alters our justification and leads to better actions. It's all about making better choices every day. Every second we have on our day, we have to have it planned out to do something positive into our plan of action for the day. So we have to have tasks every single hour that will help us get closer to our ultimate mission. Okay, so why are you doing what you're doing today? Find out your whys, because that's going to help us throughout the bad days. It's going to push us even when we don't feel like doing things, and we just have to continue moving forward work on ourselves, do self-development, meditate, go out for a walk, confront life, and start investing for passive income, because we're doing it for freedom. We're doing it to create the lifestyle that we desire. We don't have to live a fake life of people like their job, but they don't really like their job. They like their job because it pays them bills. But if they could do it other way, they will actually do it and quit their job because they don't like the job. They're doing it because they're getting by through a paycheck. But you have to learn that there are other ways to make money and pay for our bills through passive income. That's by creating assets, acquiring assets that produce passive income, and using debt. So we can actually come out of bad debt by using good debt, using more debt, but instead of investing that into liabilities, we're going to invest it into assets to offset the liabilities, and therefore we can acquire any liabilities that we want or any expense, because we have the asset that will pay for that expense and liability. So we don't have to work hard to pay for that. The money is working hard for us, and our assets, which are systems of systems working hard to do the selling talent for us, is making us wealth. It's giving us the power to have the ability to choose among different actions and options that we have available right now. We can actually manifest instantly. We think of it and we just do it because money is an instrument to help us achieve our dreams too. That's why money is very important. That's why we help other people become aware of what is money and how it works, so that they can build the lifestyle that they always desire. If you don't learn about money, how are you going to experience your dreams? Your dreams need money. They don't just come in without money. You need to invest in financial education, in your asset column, in your self-development, in coaches, mentors, right? All of that will help us get to where we desire to go. This is a mental change, and if we want to be wealthy, we must undergo a money mind shift that gives us a wealthy mindset. Behind every significant historical event and every notable personal accomplishment is a profound mental transformation, a paradigm shift that alters the path of history, public or private, forever. The 4 human mind shifts, the 4 economic periods of humanity have been discussed on another article that we have published. Economic ages are really worldwide mind shifts that have been sparked by changes in technology, human cognition, and what is now conceivable as a result of that technology. The 4 biggest mental changes in human history are the hunter-gatherer mind shift. The move to a hunter-gatherer mindset occurred during the hunter-gatherer age, when people relied on nature to supply for their needs. They traveled wherever there was good hunting and abundant foliage, since they were nomads. To survive, we had to know how to hunt and gather. Hunter-gatherers, equivalent of Social Security Western group. Economically speaking, everyone was on par. They were all indigent. Number 2, the agrarian mind shift. During this time, various social classes arose. The invention of technology to grow and cultivate the land transformed those who possessed it into monarchs and those who labored on it into peasants. The peasants walked while the Rojos rode horses. There were 2 socioeconomic groups, the rich and the poor. The industrial mind shift. While many will say that the industrial age began in 1800s with the growth of factories, some could counter that it actually began in 1492 with the arrival of Christopher Columbus. Columbus set off for the New World in search of fresh sources of important materials, including rubber, copper, tin, and oil. Real estate importance changed during this time from supporting agriculture to supporting resources. The value of the land increased as a result. The wealthy, middle, and poor were the 3 classes that eventually evolved. The information paradigm shift. We are currently living in the era of information in which technology and accessible resources like silicon are used to harness information and create riches. This implies that riches has become more affordable. For the first time in history, almost everyone may access wealth. The poor, middle class, wealthy, and extremely wealthy are the four main socioeconomic classes in the modern society. The distinction between knowledge and information. The internet is widely accessible in classrooms all across the world, and for the majority of children, technology is second nature. No matter one's socioeconomic status, access to knowledge is generally easy and cheap. People can now access knowledge and learn anything regardless of their wealth for the first time in history. Although all of this information is valuable, knowledge is more valuable. Knowing how to identify the crucial information allows us to weed out the irrelevant information. We have the ability to take action based on knowledge. Not information, but knowledge is what makes us wealthy. Knowledge-based mind shift. Oil is valuable. Having a lot of oil will be a dream for many people. However, having a lot of oil won't make us wealthy. Changing our mindset to realize how oil can make us wealthy is what creates money. For instance, unrefined crude oil has minimal value. That is difficult procedure that calls for tools and science. Making fuel from refined oil requires expertise. Fuel is expensive and it will make us wealthy, but we need oil to make fuel. It still holds true in the information age. Even if we had all the knowledge in the world, a person would still be poor if he or her mindset didn't change to one of knowledge. Mark Zuckerberg, for example, is successful because he understands how to harness information and create technology that can use to leverage information. Mark Zuckerberg was able to create Facebook thanks to his understanding of internet technology. In order to grow and improve Facebook, he also knows how to put together a team and locate people who are smarter than he is. He is aware that information is useful for selling, and that is his final point. Facebook is excellent at gathering our data, analyzing it, and selling it to marketers who will use it to target their advertising and profit from us. Will we adopt a new financial mindset? Mark Zuckerberg's wealth isn't a result of his knowledge of how to process and use information. Knowledge is something that is acquired through schooling. Wealth is plentiful and available to everyone in our day and age, including us. But in order to absorb and utilize it, we must be financially literate. Nowadays, ignorance makes us poor and knowledge makes us wealthy. Our knowledge is the new currency in the brave new world. It's the new money. Increase our financial IQ by learning more about money, and then connect with one of our mindset coaches to start developing our money attitude. After that, we will be able to locate the crucial facts and possess the knowledge necessary to take appropriate action regarding building our wealth. Start investing in high quality financial education by reading our financial ebooks, the 10 new rules of money, and how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on. We're coming out with the third ebook. So as we bring this knowledge to our community, we want everyone to take massive action. This is catered to those who are wanting to build wealth, those who are ready to take their finances to the next level and create a lifestyle that we all desire. It's all about freedom. That's what we do to solve problems, right? We create businesses to solve problems in the marketplace, in the world. And in return, because we do that successfully, then we have freedom. We have excess of cash flow, we have financial education, and we have experience. Those are the 3 E's of a master investor. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast. Remember that it starts with the mindset. We must change our core values, and we have to adopt the new rules of money, and we have to learn how to use debt, understand what is money, how it works, so that we can invest to build passive income and true wealth. If you enjoyed the podcast, make sure you share it with the people around you, whoever you want to bring on the journey of entrepreneurship and building wealth. Remember that business and investing is a team sport. Therefore, we are always seeking partners and team members that can help us fulfill our mission of our businesses. Okay? With that being said, bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles at work in all economies. Thank you for listening. I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay great and wealthy. Bye for now.